Hey, what's going on, Coin Observatory? Let's make sure everything's set up. Awesome, YouTube's going, Facebook's going. Morning, everyone. Was trying to do this pre-market, but I guess we're doing it right at market open. But might as well stream than not, right? So everything just dipped. We're gonna take a look and see what dips are good to buy in terms of stocks. Everything just dipped. Crypto had that rebound. Last stream I was saying we were looking for some type of bottom for this like 47,500 level on BTC to hold during the last stream. Same thing with Litecoin, and they held up. They held up some of these significant major fib extensions, right? We did get an LTC. We got some good longs on LTC. Let's get rid of this. Just clean up this chart. No. So today's stream, I'm going to start with indices, and then I'm going to go over cryptos. We're going to start with the S&P, and then we're going to look at crypto majors, right? QQQ, some tech stocks, and we'll talk about altcoins too. Make sure this is good. All right, so indices, last stream I had this bad count, and I said, hey, this thing has not done a proper 5 count, just because some of these swing highs and swing lows we're not looking really good, right, in terms of a 5 Elliott wave count. And I think that's kind of resolved. Let's try to get a 5 count here. So if this is our 1, that's our 2. 3 is usually the longest, but it's not, right? Theoretically, this could be a 5, right? Like almost like an A, B, C, D, E 5 triangle. It's more of like a descending broadening wedge, right? So we want to see this pattern continue playing out, right? We want to see this break out to the upside. Last stream we were kind of still here. Let me zoom in on the chart, right? And we had done this bounce, and I'm like, hey guys, this isn't complete. We're gonna see another low, just because there wasn't a proper 5 count. Like this 2 was, like the 2 can't retrace back to like the 0. Same thing with the 4. But now it's looking like we could see this pattern play out, right? And this is a bullish pattern, right? But stocks have been beat down, so we're gonna take a look at those and see what kind of buy opportunities we can get today while the market's still low. That's for the S&P. Let's look at it the daily. Zoom out far back. We look at our significant fib levels, right? Back when we had this close, I'm like, hey guys, we're gonna extend up to 399, 400 range. And what's going on now is we got up there and we saw that volatility, right? At 393, 395, 400, we saw that volatility start kicking in and a little bit of a sell-off, right? So that's what's going to happen. We need to expect that at Fib targets, right? We saw this previously. We saw it previously. It kind of happens every time we get to a significant extension. And you guys can see this one over here as well. So that being said, I still think we're going to get another retest of the 390s range. Hopefully we get in good positions in stocks and indices to take advantage of it. Now throughout the dip, I did signal some SPXLs, 416s I believe, so we should be positioned in for an S&P bullish move. If you guys are in VIP, you should be positioned with me for an S&P bullish move. Let's look at the QQQ. This one took a beating. And this index has actually been very bubbly, right? If we go back from COVID, everything tech bubbled, right? We did have a hyperwave going, right? If this is on a linear chart, right? So let's try to get this hyperwave analysis going again. So your 1 is sideways, right? This is be 2, and then we have, this would be 3, right? And then we should be in wave 4. Usually wave 4 is terminal, so we kind of want to see this thing keep trying, right? It needs to keep trying. Maybe that was the bottom of 4, right? So it's probably time to get back into 321 calls. That's the move for the day. Let me go ahead and I'll get back to it. You guys remind me in Discord if I don't signal 321 calls on the QQQ. Or else, we're going bear hell, right? on tech, and I don't think tech's ready to go to bear held, not just yet. Let's look at Apple. You guys, what's up, Dennis? Start dropping me some tickers, whether it's crypto, whether it's altcoins, whether it's stocks. Start dropping me tickers so you can go over them, because the market just opened, right? We kind of want to cruise through these pretty fast. I like Apple. I added to my long yesterday and I signaled it. It's a 61.8 retrace, guys. This 118, right? 61.8 off the 144 move. So I like that. This is a good level. It should hold. If this doesn't hold, I'd be worried. This move is very similar to this previous one. Just go in a log, right? Like this sell off, I think it was also 61.8 off this low. Right, so, you know, based on how Apple consolidates, when we get a swing high, a swing low, and then a new extension, right? For you guys wondering how I'm fibbing this would be a perfect example of how to fib this. So let's do a swing low, swing high, right? And that's our pullback. This is our swing low, swing high, right? And then boom, 61.8, and that's the previous swing high. This one doesn't count. Okay. Tilray, want to hear more? Okay, awesome. So I was talking about Tilray last night, right? We talked about Tilray driving to work at a light. Morning, Delilah. Hey, plug me in your car speakers, right? Bluetooth me in and just keep driving. Don't watch the screen. Let's look at Tilray. So Tilray, we did exercise some 7.5 calls, right? This thing looks ready to rumble again. We bought in over here, right? 7.5 calls. We exercised them in January when it was at 20. What I was saying we should do yesterday is we should shop some good leap options, like a year out, right? Maybe like a year out 48. I'll shop that out in Discord once we get off stream. And then maybe sell some of our stock, right, to get in a leveraged position. So we sell some of this house money that we got for $7 a share. We can sell it for $23 a share, right? And then use that house money to leverage some kind of far out leap contract, so we have actually like a leveraged exposure moving forward instead of a spot exposure. So I think 48 is very possible, right? And if we go on leaps, it's going to be good. So you just have to price them in. So I'll check the pricing on those. Let's look at POW. I was not expecting this beat down on POW. I really wasn't. It literally looked like Tilray before the break. We do have 416s, I believe, and they're 7.5s. So let's just delete this alert. Looking at the fibs, right? Looking at fibs, the bounce off 5.19 was really strong. That was just a wick on the daily. Now we're at 633, so we want to see this level hold and then like a continuation to the upside. That's what I'd like to see on POW, right? Now what I'd like to see what the market's going to do, I don't know. But as long as 633 holds, we should see an upwards move. I know like politics don't really agree the political climate, but when there's uncertainty, that's when we should buy things, right? Like where, oh, there's going to be an ammo ban or a gun ban. We should see sales go up. We should see POW mooning. I don't know why it's not. And they did just send out a acquisition. I forgot what the acronym is, but they're trying to buy Gunbroker, right? And if they buy Gunbroker, now you've got like the eBay of guns with the ammo manufacturer getting married, and they're gonna make print a lot of money, right? Let's go over Delilah's coins, Anchor, nkla. I'm gonna look at problem with these coins. You better send me the pair you want, USD or BTC, because I don't want to like have to check both of them on every one if that's not the one you're looking at. But theoretically, Anchor BTC pair should see 104, right? I don't know if it's gonna break this. Like, it looks like it's some kind of linear resistance. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so target next, you should see an 86 and we should see 104. I don't know what alts are going to do now that BTC looks like it's ready to rally, right? I don't know if they're going to go back in a bleed in terms of alt BTC pairs, or they're going to keep going up. And we'll check into that. I haven't even checked crypto majors. Look at BTC, and then I'll continue looking at alts. What? Here we go. So, looking at BTC or checking the weekly is a lot of fibs and kind of get rid of the smaller ones, right? So I was expecting 46 to 47 to hold, and we did on the weekly basis. And now we're heading up, right? So if we take out the previous high, we're going to see 63,000, 64,000 get tested, right? We should see that, right? And anytime you see like BTC rallying and indices not, it's kind of giving us an indication that risk is still on, inflation is still on, and BTC shouldn't go up and stocks go down. Historically, that's just not how things are correlated, right? It's a risk on environment. Everything gets bid up. If it's a risk off or corrective, then we see volatility and like not good correlation. So the fact that we're still getting a continuation here, and the fact that we're above the 61.8 right now, unless we're gonna get a 76% retracement and then a bearish continuation, which is not very likely for BTC, right? Unless we see something like that, then we know it's in trouble. I didn't even opt for this hedge. Somebody asked in this grade, hey, are you gonna short the 61.8? I'm like, not yet. So if we want to see it close above 55, and once we do 55, 56,000, then we get it up continuation. I don't know how alt BTC pair is going to react if we do that, right? Because once we get BTC up impulse, that's when we see altcoin BTC pairs just start selling off. So it's a good point to, I don't know how you're treating, but like reduce that alt BTC exposure, maybe take some profits on some of these runs. We're just talking in our altcoin discussion channel saying, hey, like take quarter profits on these runners, because you'd have some really good trades over the week. Like Mana, right? We got in at 585. Where's our? There we go. So we got on like right at 585, and it started pumping. You know, it's up 70%. You know, at that point, you want to at least protect the profits, move stop to entry type thing. Because these rallies don't really last very long, right? Unless we're going in a major extended runs. Looking at Mana BTC, it looks like it have one more leg up, right? 1363. We got some bids up there, some sell walls up there that we put up. All right, let's look at EGLD. It's too new of a chart for me to look at properly. That's good consolidation, right? That looks like a descending broadening wedge, and it looks like it wants to run higher, right? Kind of looks like what the S&P did, except for, you know, without this massive wick. Let's run some extensions. This one's hard to extend, but we'll go with what we have and see if it lines up. It kind of lines up, all right? So we could see 182, all right? And we could also see the 61.8 neck, or bearish retrace. Let's see where that would line up. We're basically at it, right? So we want to see what happens at 160. That's the critical point of paying attention. Cake. Oh, this looks ready. That's a good chart, Delilah. This looks ready to start going like right now. Is there a BTC chart? Jeez, I like this. cake USD. What kind of cake is this? What does this token do? That's like classic consolidation pattern and bullish one actually. And I think this is ready to rumble. Let's do conservative targets off this swing up to here. Realistically, you want to see 14.9 get taken out and maybe 21. That's a good swing. That would be a really good swing. From here, right, to 21, that would be a really good swing for me. Bake, are they related? Bake USD. This one looks very similar. That looks decent. You guys, show me some stocks, right? We need to look for some entries on some stocks. So let's find some retracement targets and review them. So 1.9, 3.2, 3.4. FCX. Freeport, Oregon. Get rid of this. What is this chart doing? Both are valid. Just gotta figure out what's over here. So let's find the 61 point. Let's find a retracement level for this chart. I think we're past that one. So, I mean, this could come back down to 30 and test it, right? I think ideally the perfect entry on this one's gonna be 30 bucks. Which is like another 10% down. That's not too bad. You get something like this, and then you get an upwards move. Fastly. I've not traded this one since like we sold up here, right? We kind of stayed out. We're up here. How was earnings? Jeez. And we bought this one like way over here, right? We traded that one swing, so it's kind of, let's see what this chart can really do. See, below 75 is problematic. Like if we would have held up that 75 level, then I'd say let's long it. Let's see what else is going on in terms of extensions. Okay, all right, that makes sense. It's pretty, right? It really lines up. It lines up. So let's overlay these extensions. Think we get another Fastly swing. You guys want to trade it? We can do Fastly 97s, Fastly 95s maybe. Let's see what 95s look like. Pop a Fastly. Just writing some notes in Discord. I like it. $21,338 on FCX. What's the expiry on that one? I think it could dip unless I'm missing something. Let me be more thorough since it's one of our open calls. me throw a phantom on. Maybe we'll add the scanner. So I would have like taken profit there, right? Just based on how the midlines are being treated, because these midlines are basically bearish until closes above, right? When you see those, that and that. Now let's look at the hourly. Maybe I don't know what he sees. Maybe Gats can show me what he sees in Discord later. But in terms of how I would trade these extensions on something that's bubbling like that, like remember when we were looking at Tesla last week? I'm like, guys, Tesla's not ready. I didn't think it was, and now it's kind of showing that it wasn't ready. All right, 591's holding, 6 is holding, so it's good, right? But when we were still like up here, that's how I like to trade these pullbacks, is at least a significant level that we can leverage up. Dude, Riot and Mara, let's look at those. Well, they're crypto mining, right? I kind of fucked up on Riot. I was too nearsighted and expecting a BTC correction. I messed up on this one. So I think we can get 63 again, maybe 101. I'm not gonna price chase though. Mara. Man, practically same thing. Except swing high, swing low. It's gotta close above 40. I think if we're gonna see that continuation, I think like buying $40 calls, maybe like 420s or something, or you know, some April $40 calls would be good. And if we get that BTC close, right, if you get a BTC close above like 64, 66, more continuation, just let it run. Next up, what do you guys want me to look at? Let's look at some more stocks. We need to buy some dips. I think it's time. Let me look behind me, see like what I got on my watch list. So I'm still in my Twitter longs, right? It's holding. I'm in the money. I got another like 4 or 5 weeks to go. I'm holding my 60s. I want to see Twitter get back above 67, right? We need to see that, and then more continuation. AMD. Thank you. Thanks for those shows. AMD. Man, AMD kind of crushed me. Crushed my soul. It bought like really well priced calls, right? Which seemed cheap. No, I'm just disappointed in what it's doing. And there's no reason for this dip. Like they just blew out a quarter. They should be selling GPUs off the shelves for mining. I can't find like a bottom on this one, unless we're just doing this like horizontal support. If we're in a buy support, sell resistance type era, right? I mean, just a little horizontal support here. And I was expecting 108, right? I kind of still am. I don't know why we're stalling. Let's use the scanner, see if we get anything. See, Phantom didn't like it up here. Now Scanner's saying that's a good buy, right? 77's a good buy. Stop it. 75, that's the daily. Get rid of that. I think we're past that. Let's look at like the hourly. definitely like stop territory, right? Definitely stop hunting. I think a lot of these charts did that on purpose, especially if you're gonna get some kind of continuation. Let's look at EEM, IQ. That looks good. I mean, you got a 61. 53 needs to hold on EM, and we should see some kind of at least dead cat, right? At least some kind of dead cat bounce back to the 56. So if the market does hold, if today is truly some type of bottom for indices, we should see 56. Not by the end of the day, but you know, in the foreseeable future. Man, IQ's still holding. Maybe we should extend. Maybe we should buy further out. It's like, I see a chart that's doing this, and it just tells me like, load the boat. It's gonna go, right? I haven't checked on this position in a few days, so actually a few weeks. So we'll pop that open and see how down it is. Because I mean, next level is 33. That's where we're going. That was a clean bounce, right? Clean 61.8 bounce. And this, we could see continuation out of this one. Problem is, it's like it's post IPO and it's only been going up. I don't like to get in here, but I mean it's been doing this since 2018, 2017. Let's find the 61.8 and give ourselves a target. 11 bucks, right? 11 bucks. So LTC, BTC, I'm still seeing this like really big wedge. I take it off log. It's like more of a linear wedge, right? And I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for this one to go. You probably asked me because I mentioned that I'm got a lot of Litecoin, just waiting for the LTC, BTC chart to get going. If you look at LTC ETH, it's kind of showing the way a little bit more, right? We did see a consolidation period like this. To me, I like fractals, right? Let me go ahead and circle what I see. I see this pattern, right? And then I see like a down impulse that we can actually fib, right? Right, and I see the same thing over here, and I think it's ready to, it should be getting ready to start a nice up move, right? Once this flag pattern completes, I think LTC USD is gonna kick some butt. And I'm like a position trader, just positioning this, waiting for this to actually get going. That's for my LTC BTC analysis. To Delilah asking about LTC. I mean, it's like the ETH chart. Super ETH. What the? I don't. SUPR. Okay, I'm not seeing that chart. I don't know if it's like a DeFi thing. I saw it on TradingView. I'm not gonna chase it. Hi guys, thanks for tuning into the stream. If you're not in Discord, click that link in Discord. And I'll see you guys again live on Thursday morning. So we're gonna do Tuesday, Thursday streams. And yeah, let's get some of this money. Let's long some stocks there.